What is going on, guys? Jack here and welcome back to another episode of the Portsmouth Career Mode series. This is episode number 51 and we're going to start today's episode off, guys, by going back into the January transfer window. We ended off the January window in the last episode, halfway through the January transfer window now, and I want to thank you guys for all the support that you did give me on the last episode. Of course, that was episode 50, and if you did miss it, I will leave a link either on screen or in the description down below so that you can go back and watch it. It was a fantastic episode, and I do recommend that you go back and watch it, as we made some progress, a lot of progress in fact, in that episode, and we are looking to maybe secure a couple of signings, maybe on pre-contracts or maybe on permanent deals for this season right now, but we'll have to wait and see. We'll get into the transfer window and let's see what's gonna happen. Based on what you guys said in the comments down below in the last episode, you suggested that I should go in for John Anthony Brooks again on a pre-contract deal. You thought that these were better options than Danny Bath and any of the other players that I did look at in the previous video. I can't actually remember, to be honest, because I did actually record that episode a couple of days ago now. But we do have John Anthony Brooks here, a very good centre-back with some decent potential as well. 6'4", left-footed, and of course he's very, very young, but not too young that I can't sign him on a pre-contract deal, which is what I'm going to try and go ahead and do now. You know that I've got an insane wage budget, but we're not going to let that kind of hinder the signings that we do make in this window. I'm going to be realistic with the signings that I make. I'm not going to go out and offer Messi a pre-contract or something like that. I've made it clear from the start that I'm going to be realistic with my signings and maybe only sign a couple of players on pre-contracts. And to be honest, even if I wanted to sign some players on pre-contracts, I probably don't even need them anyway. But John Anthony Brooks is a good player. I will offer him a contract, and we'll wait and see what he does say when he does get back to us. This may also seem like a bit of a surprise to some of you guys, but I am going to go ahead and try and sign Nathan Redmond, and the player that I'm going to offer in the deal is probably going to be a bit of a surprise to you, and you'll see that in a minute. Nathan Redmond, of course, he is an insane player, a lot of potential, and he fits the bill. He's young and he's English, and he's certainly someone that I have been interested in for a very long time. What I'm going to go ahead and do is offer a straight swap deal with a player that I currently have in my squad, and that is James Forrest. I don't really want to sell James Forrest, but I just want to see if this deal is actually possible and if Norwich are willing to sell if I just offer Forrest in a swap deal. We do have some emails here. We got a pre-contract offer accepted by Danny Bath, but I don't think I'm going to be going in for him now because I'd rather get John Anthony Brooks, to be honest with you. He's younger, as you can see here. Bath, he's 74 overall, 26 years old. If I can't actually persuade John Anthony Brooks to sign a pre-contract with us, then I probably will just go ahead and sign Bath, because he's still a good player nonetheless. But I will give him a bit of a better contract, one that looks a little bit more appealing for him. I will give him important first team player, and this time it is a better squad role for John Anthony Brooks. So the transfer offer has also been accepted for Joe Bryan here. Now what I've done in this deal, again, similar to the one that I did for Nathan Redmond earlier, is put in a straight swap deal for a player, and it looks like it's actually been accepted here by Bristol City. You may be wondering, why on earth are you going in for this guy? Well, again, I do like to sign English players in this series, and I do feel that I do lack a couple of them in the first team. As well as this, Tyrone Mings is glitched, and because he's over 21 years old, it means that I can't actually do the loan glitch on him, so he's just going to stay glitched forever unless I sell him to an AI team. And I think Joe Bryan is a bit of a better left back anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and offer him a contract. I'll give him squad rotation player, and we'll wait and see what he does say about that. So it looks like we've actually had a transfer offer accepted for Nathan Redmond here. I don't really want to sell Forrest like I did say, but I will offer Nathan Redmond a contract. I do want to see what he looks like in the actual scout report, so I'm going to wait for that to actually give me some more information on Nathan Redmond before I make a decision on whether or not I do want to sign him and replace James Forrest, because I do like James Forrest, but I think that Nathan Redmond does offer a little bit more of a goal threat than James Forrest does. He's not really the best of players in the skill moves department, and that is something that I do lack on the right hand side. So Nathan Redmond could be a good player, and I will once again offer him a contract. So here we see we've had a monthly scouting update, but more importantly we've had a contract offer accepted for Joe Bryan. Now, we are going to see Tyrone Mings leave the club, and to be honest, I don't like to see that happen because he is a really good young English player, but like I did say, I need progression in this series, and to get that, I need to be buying players that have got more of a chance of growing, and Joe Bryan, 69 overall, 23 years old, I think he's got a good chance of doing that. Much less on the wages as well. He's only got 8,000 on the wages, so a much cheaper player there, and of course he didn't cost us a single penny, and we will go and have a little look at his stats right now. So it is sad to see Tyrone Mings go the other way, but we have brought in Joe Bryan, who in my opinion is a very, very capable player. As you can see by his stats right there, he is exactly what I like to see in my fullbacks. Very strong, very physical, and good on the ball right there. You can see he's very, very well rounded, and he's got some very nice skill attributes and also mental attributes, but mainly I'm concerned about his physical attributes, which are very good, and hopefully he is a player that actually grows, unlike Tyrone Mings. I'm hoping he turns out to be a bit of a good signing for us. So here we have a game against Sheffield Wednesday, guys. I'm going to show you the lineup that I have picked for this match. As you can see here, we are going with the same side pretty much, although I have decided to put Gardner at the central attacking midfield position just to see how he does. He's not the quickest of players, so it will be interesting to see how he does, but he really does fit that position really well with the stats that he does have. We got Hongchul in there, Blackett, Milosevic, Christie, the same defence, the same midfield, and also the same attacking line, with Berahino starting up front. So here we go into this match, guys, against Sheffield Wednesday. We haven't been in the best of form, and that was really shown in the last episode, so I'm hoping in this match we can turn things around here and possibly go ahead and pick up a win. We're still in first place, but we need to keep up the good tempo at the top of the table, and hopefully we can do that here with a win against Sheffield Wednesday. Here we go, I'm going forward here, and he's onside. And we've scored within 2 minutes here. I actually thought that I was offside in that situation, but clearly he just managed to time his run. And already within 2 minutes here, we're 1-0 up. Unbelievable stuff. Polyak was getting forward there, passing it through to Ibe, and at the near post it's Jordan Ibe to get the goal, and his 6-1 of the championship so far, and a lovely goal it is at the near post by our young left midfielder. Here we go, Hongchul passing it forward here, and Bigaramana is taken out in the box, and why on earth did he take him out in that situation? I have no idea. That's literally straight away after they got a good chance, which was ruled for offside, and we have a good chance here from the penalty spot. I wasn't anywhere near the ball, and he just tugged on his shirt and took him out there. Berahino to step up for this one. Can we double our lead in this situation? It's Berahino to take the penalty, and will he score it? Yes, he will. He puts it into the back of the net, and there we go. It's 2-0 here, guys, and it looks like we're doing a little bit better on Legendary than we have previously been doing in the last episode especially. We were terrible, and I really couldn't get any results on Legendary, but that is a good penalty. 21 goals, and it's in January. That is unbelievable from Berahino, and another goal to add to his tally. Here we go, Gary Gardner on the ball here, passing it out wide to Ibe. Ibe doesn't have the skill moves, but he's able to fake shot inside here and go for a finesse shot from range. Oh my goodness, that was almost into the back of the net. That was curling and curling, and look at this, just went wide of the far post there. Very, very unlucky. Oh my god, it's Stevie May going for the shot, and that's a good save, but we haven't cleared the danger just yet as they get it into the middle. Don't come out, no! Heaton, why did you come out? I hate it when the AI just automatically bring the keeper out for you. I don't want him to come out in that situation, and they are back in the match here, and they've got a sniffing chance of an equaliser coming up to half time. There we go, we pick up a well-deserved and well-thought-out 3 points in this match against Sheffield Wednesday. It's been a long time since we've actually picked up a win. It's either been a draw or a loss, or, you know, just a not very good result. But luckily this time we do just about pick up a win here. Aerial bombardment late on in the game, but luckily we were able to deal with it, and it's Ivan Saido Berahino to get the goals in this match that secure the 3 points. We have finally got a final scout report on Nathan Redmond, so I will take a look at his stats right now, and oh my god, he actually looks pretty decent, doesn't he? This is a tough one, because do I want to be selling? I don't know. Oh, it's really tough. I mean, we'll have a little look at his overall now as well. 75 overall. He's very, very quick, very good on the ball, which I do like for my wingers. As you do know, Jordan Ibe is very good, and he's turned out to be that kind of player, really, that I do like on the left-hand side. He will be playing on the right-hand side, though, Nathan Redmond, and I think I've made my mind up. I'm going to go ahead and sign Nathan Redmond right now, and it's a bit of a sad day because James Forrest is going the other way. But I do want someone that does have a little bit better skills than 2-star and a bit of a better weak foot. So Nathan Redmond, welcome to the club, and he is our second signing of this window. Finally, the pre-contract offer is accepted by John Anthony Brooks. Massive, massive overspend on the wages. But this is going to be the only signing that I actually make on a pre-contract signing. And although I've got a maximum wage budget of 2 billion, this is going to be the only signing that I do make. So hopefully you guys are alright with this signing. And here we go. John Anthony Brooks will be joining us next season. And hopefully by that time we will be in the Barclays Premier League. So the final 10 hours of the transfer window is here, guys. And I am actually going to be putting in an ambitious bid for a former player of ours at Portsmouth here. You may be able to guess who it is already. He is a bit of a hero at the club, and I want to bring him back, and it is, of course, Rikario Zivkovic. I want to bring him back to the club because he was insane when we did have him, so I'm going to go ahead and try and purchase him. He has actually moved to Hamburg since we did have him on loan, but I do want to sign this guy oh so badly, so I will put in an offer, and hopefully it does get accepted. I will offer Simon Romagnoli because I don't want to be offering any of the other strikers that I do have. I will offer him, and I will offer £1 million, and we'll wait and see what Hamburg do come back and say it to us about this deal. 9 hours left of the window, and we will advance once again. I think it's just going to be back and forth from now on, and they're not interested in the player once again, so this could be a little bit annoying trying to sign him. I won't offer nil more pay this time. Who else can I offer, though? Could offer Trent Sainsbury, could offer Yun Young-sun. I will offer Yun Young-sun, and I will offer an extra £924 on the end of that, because why the hell not? Maybe they'll be tempted by that, and we'll have to wait and see. We'll simulate on, and we will see if they do accept this. We will just continue on. Bit of a miracle, I will be honest, a bit of a miracle. We'll simulate even further. Yep, they're not interested in the player. That's absolutely fine. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like this deal is going to go ahead. I'm going to put in one final attempt of trying to buy this player. And I will actually offer a loan deal of a full season. I highly doubt they'll accept that. But you got to try sometimes. You got to give it a bit of a go. 6 hours left of the transfer window. And the top deals you can see there in the bottom right hand corner. And wow, Paulinho has gone to Liverpool. That's a bit of an interesting one. And Hamburg, they said no further talks, so that really does suck, and it looks like I'm going to have to look elsewhere if I'm going to be signing any other players. Having had a look at the free agents, there's not really anyone that does really interest me or would improve the squad at this time, so I'm just going to continue on here. I will simulate the last 5 hours, and we will see if we do get any emails back about any potential players leaving the club, but we do have a transfer offer for Binham Williams here. That is an interesting one. I will let him leave on a short-term loan because I do want to boost his potential, because I believe he can be a player that does get to a higher overall. So I will loan him out, and then I will recall him when the transfer window does end on January the 1st. 4 hours left in the transfer window now. If I can also loan out another player, that would be absolutely brilliant. And the other one is actually a glitch player, so of course that would be more helpful than actually loaning out Binham Williams, because he is a player that is already growing, but he doesn't have a potential status. For whatever reason, I have no idea, so I do want to change that. And we have the final hour of the transfer window here, which I will go ahead and simulate. And that is it. These are the top deals that I will show you actually, just before we do end it. Ben Yedder's gone to AS Monaco for 15 million. You can see there that Capoue has gone to Liverpool, so that is now Paulinho and Capoue that have gone to Liverpool respectively from Tottenham. Little bit of a weird one there, I don't know what's going on, but obviously they've got a fetish for Spurs midfielders and they are clearly buying a lot of them there. And that is the end of the transfer window here in January. Right, this is going to be the end of the video, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed this episode of Career Mode. This is the end of this video, episode 51 here, and the end of the January transfer window, of course. I think it's probably a good place to end off this episode. as I don't think we'll have too much time to play that game against Bournemouth. But regardless, we've had a busy transfer window. We brought in a couple of players, and overall we've actually done pretty decent in this transfer window. Some good business there indeed, and some good comings and goings. But apart from that, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed the video, and if you have, please be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already, as it really does help out my channel, guys. And thank you for the support on the series of late. If we can keep up the support on this video and get over 50 likes, that would be greatly appreciated. But on that, guys, I'm going to have to leave it there, and I'll see you next time for another video. Thanks for watching.